The language of friendship. In Ms. Chen's 4th grade class, there was a new student named Mei who had just moved from China. On her first day, she sat quietly at her desk, feeling like she was on a different planet. Although she knew some English, the words tumbled around in her head like scattered puzzle pieces. Next to her sat a boy named David who loved to draw. When he noticed Mei looking lost during their art class, he did something unexpected. He drew a simple smiley face and slid the paper to her. Mei smiled back and drew a flower next to it. And just like that, they discovered their first shared language, art. Every day, they exchanged more drawings. David would draw a cat. Mei would add a ball of yarn. Mei would sketch rain. David would add umbrellas and puddles for jumping. Their pictures told stories without needing words, and soon their desk became a gallery of their friendship. During lunch, they sat together, and Mei taught David how to use chopsticks with her spare pair. He was terrible at first, dropping everything, which made them both laugh. In return, David shared his peanut butter and jelly sandwich, something Mei had never tried before. She drew a picture of a sandwich with a big heart around it. Other kids in the class became curious about their picture conversations. Soon, more students joined their table, bringing colored pencils and paper. Together, they created a new game where everyone would add something to a single drawing, making wild and wonderful stories. Mei started teaching her classmates Chinese characters, showing them how each character was like a tiny picture with a story behind it. David was fascinated to learn that the character for friend Peng looked like 2 moons side by side, as if friendship meant sharing the same view. As weeks passed, Mei's English improved, and David learned more Chinese words. But they kept drawing together, because they discovered something important. Friendship doesn't always need words to grow. Sometimes it speaks through shared smiles, kind gestures, and simple drawings. One day, their teacher asked them to present a project about communication to the class. Mei and David created a huge mural filled with words in both languages, connected by drawings that told their story. In the center, they drew 2 stick figures, one holding a paintbrush, the other holding a pencil, with a golden bridge between them. Friendship, they explained to the class, is like a bridge. It doesn't matter what language you speak on either side, as long as you're willing to meet in the middle. Their classmates were so inspired that they started an after-school art club where kids from different backgrounds could come together and share their stories through pictures. They called it the Language of Friendship Club, and its only rule was simple: everyone's art tells a story worth sharing. As the school year went on, Mei and David's friendship grew stronger. They learned that while words in any language can be helpful, the language of friendship, made up of kindness, patience, and creativity, is universal. Their art became more than just drawings. It became a reminder that the best connections often start with a simple willingness to share your world with someone else. The end.